difficult time explaining. I just want all to please have a round of applause for yourself that we all presented in this project, technical project completion competition of 48 hours. A great wordings by Walt Disney. We dream, we create, we build, we design the most wonderful places in the world. But it requires people like us to make that dream a reality. It's me, Rahul Kamboj, the project manager developer. Welcome all. And this is our project handling team, Anand Joshi, the group leader and the technical engineer. Harshal More, the structural engineer. Yash Hankar, the structural engineer. Abdullah Jasim Khan, BIM engineer. Amit Shah, quality surveyor. Srijan Akum, quality surveyor. Danish sir, structural design engineer. And the next, our great respected mentors, the MD and the founder of E-Construct Company, Mr. Sandeep Pingle, Mrs. Shweta Pingle ma'am, Abanna ma'am, Prakhyat sir, Tathagat sir, Mukarram Raza, and Swapnil sir. And this is our project G plus 22 residential plus commercial building project, in which we have hydraulic stack parking, and the location of the project is Swami Vivekanand Marg, Mumbai, and this is the day render view of the project. Next is the night render view of the project, and another one is and this is the video clip of the inside view of the project. Presentation, I just want to invite Dennis D'Souza.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon, one and all present here. My name is Dennis Joshua from MS 22 Structures batch. I'd just like to brief you about the general highlights of our structure. Our project is a G plus 22 structure which is situated in Mumbai. So it is a part commercial and a part residential building. The bottom 4 stories are designed for commercial purposes. This is the ground floor, first, second, and the third floor. The rest of them are designed for residential purpose. The height that the floor-to-floor height that we have provided for the commercial floors are 3.6 meters, and that of the residential is 2.9 meters. So the total height of our building goes, including the OHT, goes up to 73.9 meter. The length is 30.8 meter, and the width of the building is 13.5 meter. The total plot, the total area, the total built-up area is 8,043.17 meters square. This is the process that we went through in designing a building, where we got the problem statement and the architectural plan from the architect. Then we prepared the structural framing plan. From that we developed the centerline plan, and we use the softwares, ETABS and SAFE, to design a superstructure and substructure. So after importing it, we assign structural properties, the load combinations, and we did the analysis. These are some of the important codes that we have considered in designing a structure. So IS 1893 2016 for the seismic analysis, IS 875 part 1 and 2 for calculation of live loads, dead loads, part 3 for wind analysis, and for stability checks we have considered 456, UBC 1997 and IS 16700. Okay, now as I told earlier, that our project is a part commercial and a part residential building. So the first floor, 4 floors are commercial plots. In our commercial plots, these are the general highlights. We have 3 staircases. Entire building is divided into 2 wings, wing A and B. We have 3 staircases and 4 lifts. Each floor consists of 5 commercial spaces. And this is the residential architectural plan for residential plots. There are 7 residential flats in each floor. So the total number of commercial office spaces is 22, and the total number of residential spaces is around 107. Yeah, is 107. So these are the section properties that we adopted in building our designing a structure. So the grade of concrete for the beam is we adopted was the M30 since it was in Mumbai, and the maximum size of the beam that we considered was 400 by 800 for the commercial one, since some of the beams were failing during our strength model, and it was further reduced as we go upwards. So the maximum shear wall size is the grade of concrete is M35 and the shear wall size is 500 mm. For the commercial floors we have applied 500 mm. And we have reduced it as we go upwards for the residential floors. So the thickness of the slab for general is 150 mm, water closet is 175 mm, and the slab for OHT we have considered as 200 mm. Okay, so this is the load combinations that we have applied. As we all know this, for water closet and for terrace and especially for the water closet and terrace, we have taken a 3 kN per meter square because it consists of the waterproofing and the tile load as well. Whereas for staircase we have considered 3 because it includes the granite and the handrails. The live loads for terrace and lobby are more because in case of any events or any gathering, the gatherings there will be more when compared to the usual ones. Hence we have taken a slightly higher value for the lobby, and live load value is higher for the lobby and the terrace. Okay, the load and live load for the OHT. Based on the requirement, we have calculated the dead load and live load of OHT. So the dead load is 25 for the OHT. Considering 3 days capacity in the tank, and each flat we have considered 4 members, and for the commercial we have considered around 20 members, 20 to 25 members in each office space. So this is the load combinations for a commercial plot. For general we have taken live load as 4, and for lobby we have taken the live load as 5. Okay, so this is the seismic analysis. So we know that we design our building based on IS code 1893. We use IS 1893 for the seismic analysis. Mumbai is situated in zone 3. So the zone factor value is 0.16. Our building is a building which has a population greater than 200 number. So the importance factor is 1.2. And it is a RC ductile structural wall building with ordinary moment resisting. Hence, we have the R value as 4, the soil type is 2 medium walls, and the accidental charging is 5%, which is 0.05. The time period, we have infill wall panels, so the time period, the formula for calculating it is 0.09 h by root d, which is the height of the building, and d is the width of the building in x and y directions. So we'll get the value when x has 1.032 seconds and in y has 1.694 seconds. So this is the wind analysis. These are the parameters that we have considered using IS 875 Part 3. So in Mumbai, we have a wind speed of 44 meter per second, and the risk coefficient factor K1 as 1, the K3, this is the topography factor as 1. Terrain category is 3, which we have numerous closely spaced building with height greater than 10 meters, and the importance factor is 1.2. Then we run the analysis. After running the analysis, we got a deflection value for the case D1L1 as 18.839, which satisfies the criteria span by 350 or 20 mm, whichever is critical. The span by 350 value was around 21 mm, so it's safe. For the model checks, I make yes or no.
Thank you, Danish. Good afternoon. My name is Yash Mandari from MS21 structure. Now moving forward for the model checks. Model check shows the behavior of the building. So the minimum fundamental time period of a building is 0.1 into n, when n is the number of structural levels. Thus, there are 25 number of structural levels in our project. So the minimum time period is 0.1 into 25, that is 2.5 seconds, and we are getting 2.6, so it is satisfying. The RZ value of first mode is 6.19%, that is first mode we are getting translation, and the RZ value of second mode is 67.48%, that is second mode is rotation mode. The difference between the translation and the immediate rotation should be greater than 10%, and we are getting up to 12%. The modal mass participation for the third mode is greater than 65%, so it is satisfying. And the last mode, that is the 12th mode, we are getting the modal mass participation as 95, which is greater than 90 as per AS 41893, so it is okay. Moving further to the service model, SMF, that is stiffness modification factor or crack moment of inertia. We provide, now having the basic understanding of moment stiffness modification factor, we see that concrete has inherent property of cracking. So most of the members after some time fail due to cracking. So we provide stiffness modification factor. For beam and slab, the M11, M22 and M12 value is 0.5 and 0.35. Check in service model, the maximum deflection against earthquake is should be less than h by 250. We are getting for spec y 215, and for spec x 215, spec y 142. So it is satisfying. The maximum deflection against wind allowed is h by 500, where h is the height of the building. We are getting value of wx as 80 and wi as 144, which is also satisfying. Interstory drift for spec x and spec y is less than 0.004, so here our service model is correct. Now moving further towards the strength model, the M11, M22 and M12 values for beam is 0.35 and for slab is 0.25. And for shear wall, force is 0.7 and moment of inertia and shear is 0.1. For strength model, we consider torsion irregularity. The disadvantage of irregularity can be magnified or can be seen when there is earthquake force on it. All the ratios of the values for spec x and spec y is less than 1.2, that is the maximum and maximum upon average. All is less than 1.2, so there is no requirement of torsion irregularity check in our model. In spec x and spec y, both directions. Next check is soft story check. Soft story is any level in the structure whose stiffness is less than the stiffness of the above structure. So for soft story, we consider 70% stiffness of the. We check the stiffness of the level with the 70% stiffness of the above level. That is, if the stiffness of the considered level is less than the 70% of the above level, so there will be soft story. Similarly, if the stiffness of the structural level is less than the 80% of the above average 3 stiffness, so there will be soft story. But in our case, there is no soft story. Further, I will call Harshal for the substructure part.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. In the strength model, we satisfy all the criteria. All concrete frames are passed in our strength model. And for the substructure, sir, we got the pretty good the SBC of the 90 tons per meter square, which is nearly equal to the 900 kilonewton per meter square, sir. But still we give the raft, sir. Actually, we went for the isolated footings only, but near about the 70% of the area covered by the isolated footings. That's why we go on for the raft foundation. And the depth of the raft we give here the 3 meters, sir. So while modeling the raft, we make sure that the economy of the structure will be maintained while giving it the strength. So after that, we check the ground bearing pressure, which came across the 543.53 kilonewton per meter square, sir, which is under the scale. Next. Then we check for the ground settlement, sir. It came across 15 mm only. That's why there is no. So later on we check for the stresses at the bottom, such as that is S13 and S23, sir. Then this value should be less or equals to the 0.16 root FCK, sir. And here we take the grade of the concrete is 35, sir. That's why this value came across 0.94 to 0.95, sir. And for the value S13 and S23 at the faces of the shear wall and at the D by 2 distance is came 0.4 and 0.25, sir. For the S13 and S23 also, sir. S23 it also came to 0.41 and 0.32, so that's why it's safe for the stresses at the bottom stresses. Then we change the load cases to the non-linear uplift to check the top steel, sir. Top steel, sir. Here we provide at the direction 25 mm bar at 125 mm center to center, sir. But sir, at some portions, for example, sir, this portion we get the 11,000 mm square extra ST, sir. That's why, sir, we give there the 3 layers of the 25 mm bar at the rate 125 mm center to center, sir. And for the same, sir, here we got here we have to give the 2 layers of 25 mm bars at 125 mm center to center. And because we got 6,500 mm square AST extra, and at this portion we got 850 mm square extra AST. That's why we gave here the 16 mm bar at 250 mm center to center. And for the same, for the direction 2, sir, we gave the 25 mm bars at the rate 175 mm center to center, sir. But for these 2 portions, we got the extra ST of the 5,000 mm square. That's why we give the two layers of the 25 mm bar at the rate 125 mm center to center extra, sir. Next. Then later on, sir, we change the load cases to the non-linear crack, sir, to check the bottom figures only. For this, sir, we give the 25 mm bars at the rate 175 mm center to center, sir. For this area, sir, we got 8,500 extra ST. That's why we give there the 3 layers of the 25 mm bar 175 mm center to center. And for the same year, sir, we got the 5,000 area. That's why we gave here the 25 mm bar at 175 mm center to center, sir. And same for the direction 2, sir. We gave there the 16 mm 25 mm bar at the rate 200 mm center to center, sir. But at these 2 points we got some around 4,000, and this part we got around the 6,000 mm square extra ST. That's why we provide there these 2 parts, 2 layers of the bars, and at the middle of the part we have to give on the 3 layers of the bars for the extra reinforcement. So later we check for the crack width, sir. But before checking the crack width, sir, we have to change the cases to the linear only. Then we are checking the values for the M11 maximum minimum and same for the M22 maximum minimum. And we got the crack width value near about the 0.1, 0.18, 0.19 and 0.16, 0.13. This is the very challenging, sir, to control the crack width, sir. And for the next beam information, I would like to give this stage to Mr. Abdullah. And sir, seriously, sir, thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I will be starting the DIM architectural. So here is our project G+22 residential plus commercial. This is the day view of the project. This is the render walkthrough of our project. This is the night view of our project. This is the inside view of the project. This is the residential view of our G plus 22. This is the daylight view of our residential 1 BHK, and further will be 2 BHK. Now I'd like to call Mr. Anand. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here to explain the electrical layout of our building. So this is the first floor, and the panel boards are situated here. Actually, the panel boards and everything are visible in next slide, but this is the plan view, and these are some switches here and lights. The connection for this house is given to this panel board, and this office also, this panel board is given. So if you want to switch off the lights with this one switch, you can already turn off the lights. Next slide. This is the 3D view of our electrical project, and the panel boards, you can see here the panel boards are provided with the capacity of 120 volts. Ceiling lights are also provided with the capacity of 120 volts, same, and switches are also same capacity. If the light goes out, we have provided a diesel generator. Actually, the 2 diesel generator we have provided because the total capacity of our project was 400 kilowatt. So this is the generators, that the capacity was of that generator 400 kilowatt, and the total capacity of the panel boards, that means the total loads are coming on the generator was 390. So With the 2 diesel generator, we have satisfied all the power requirement. Next. This is the inside view of lighting condition at night. How the inside the condition will be like that. Now coming next to the plumbing part, we have provided the plumbing parts here. This is the sanitary pipe, cold water pipe, hot water pipes are here. Actually, this is a plan view, so it might be not visible. But next one. This is our WC, and as you can see here, this is the sanitary pipe, which is 80 mm diameter. This is the hot water pipe, and this is the cold water pipe with the. Actually, it should be 15 mm diameter, and the tap we have provided just a family with 22 mm diameter. Floor traps also we have provided, and this is the sump tank. As we all know, the sump tank is the necessary, actually second most necessary part in the building. So we have also provided sump tank of dimension 10 feet by 20 feet, and the height of the sump tank, depth of the sump tank is 6 feet. Next slide will be explained by Amit Shah.
My name is Amit Shah, semester middle batch. Thanks for giving the opportunity explaining about these views. These are some rate and percent values, and our total cost of the construction 29 crore and 5 lakh 38,000. If whether we if we take 2800 rate per square feet area, in our plot area is 1200 square meter, and our ground floor area is 415 per meter square, 415 square meter square. Our built-up area is 86,544 square feet, and in general we taking by thumb rule. In contractor profit we taking 6% of the total cost of the cost, and labor rate is 30% of the cost of the project. And total in this project we have total weight of steel is 356 ton, and total weight of the concrete also calculated by thumb rule around 3,000 cube. Next, also we have some prepared BOQs. Next, BOQ. Open the BOQ, please. Actually, BOQ was open. It is not showing. These are the BOQs prepared by me. We have used AAC blocks in 50 rate per piece 50s in 89,300 quantity we use in AAC block. We have number of 10 types of doors we use in the building. See the double two light in 7 doors and single flush doors with 274 doors. We are also using one special door automatic 4 leaf single 1 numbers 30,000 is rate per piece.
Stability check, soft story, torsional irregularity, the tables of 70%, 80% also was good. Raft design, extra reinforcement, capturing each and every detail was very nice. Even the BIM stuff was given the kind of sketches and the slides, specifically the design of slides was really good. Everything was fantastic. The only few things actually I just wanted to ask some questions. The thickness of the raft, 3 meter, is it required?
Actually, crack width only reason. That's why, sir.
Okay. But SBC requirement, I mean, like 900 was the capacity, and you are getting just 543. So don't you think at least you can shrink a little bit more?
So actually, we provided 2800 mm raft, but sir, the same problem, sir, crack width.
No, no,
and
no.
cover
I'm not
is
talking
less
about
on-
the thickness. I'm talking about the spread.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Actually, sir.
Yeah, 900 is the capacity, right? I mean, yes, you require a raft because so many columns are nearby, but at least you can shrink a little bit more, right? I don't know. I mean,
Sir, during our previous presentation, which was happened just 3 days back before, we showed you the same raft, and there also actually we were facing some value engineering problem. Now this is like a horse-shaped raft tower, but previously it was a rectangle. But so the value
Okay.
engineering is done here.
okay, okay. Couple of, I mean, regarding the electrical things, couple of wires are, I think it's a mistake that you are showing out of the building. I mean, those are moving from the out, the dotted lines actually which you have shown. Those were from the outside of the building line. I mean, that I think it's just the drafting mistake.